How has Sawyer looked so far?
Good. Really good day of practice for our Tuesday. You know, we're on base downs and look very comfortable. So I was really pleased.
How important is it to do well in those base downs to make sure he's got third and manageables?
That's it. That's the whole ticket to this game is first down efficiency. And it's been like that for the first 2 weeks also. It's going to be like that until the day and the age of football ends. If you're not good on first down and second down, you're not going to be good on third down. And that's what they feed on. And so we've got to be great on first down.
Is there a situation you're familiar with in which he's been in this kind of like the noise, pumping in the noise, kind of, because I expect Saturday will be pretty loud?
Yeah, the noise part really is for our defense, because when our defense is on the field, they have to communicate, and when you're at home, it's the defense that can't hear. So the noise was for them. And then, when we go away, that's when the noise is for us. So, but that couldn't have been any better for us because we get to practice it too.
Marcus said yesterday that he's kind of a quick learner. What has his learning curve been like with the whole playbook since he's been here?
Fantastic. Like I said after camp, after the 29 practices, we said that, do we need a second game plan? And we were fully prepared to do that if something happened to Terry. And after the camp, we did not have to have a second play call sheet. And he knows the whole offense, and it's been really good for learning curve for us and him.
Eddie, your receivers were really good week one. There were some drops last week. Was there anything they did differently, and how important is it for those guys to make plays?
Didn't concentrate, didn't catch the ball, and you got to make plays. If you want the ball and you want to have the ball distributed and you want to throw it, and we had a chance to be really successful for 2 weeks in a row. I'm talking really successful. And it's been a lack of discipline, turnovers, the penalties. And, the first week it wasn't drop balls, so then it was this week. And if we can clean all that up, well, first of all, we're going to have to clean that up against a great team like Florida and their defense. You turn it over twice and you have that many penalties, and you'll be very sad at the end of the day. Something that we didn't do a year ago, something we didn't do the year prior to that. So, it's just going to take a little bit more discipline and focus. And, you got to play that way against a great team.
When Gunner left in the offseason, what were some of the qualities that you saw in Sawyer that led you guys to courting him?
I think that the one thing that he did is that when he got here is the way everybody took to him, the team. He's a great team guy. He knew his role. He came in here and didn't ruffle anybody's feather. He knew what he was in here for, and he took that role and ran with it. And I think that was the biggest thing, And you look at his relationship with the players. You watch him after he scored that first touchdown, and the way they reacted. And, they have full confidence in Sawyer.
How impressed are you with Florida's defensive rush? I mean, they don't do a lot of things well, obviously.
10 sacks in 2 games. That really says it all, They do a great job on defense. He's one of the best in the country, and we faced him before, Mississippi State, Louisville last year, and they do a fantastic job. It'll be a challenge for us.
Has his overall kind of scheme remained the same throughout those 3 different stops?
Yeah, I think they've got wrinkles, every year, but they do what they do, and we do what we do, and we have wrinkles and he has wrinkles, but at the end of the day, yeah, they've done the same thing over the years.
Eddie, how much with when Grantham does bring the blitz, how important is it for your young backs on blitz pickup?
It's everything,
How have they done to this point?
C, it's been about a C. We can get better, and we'll continue to get better. And again, it goes just like the defense and communication. Offensively, you got to communicate too. If you communicate well, you got a chance.
What's been the difference for Cavalier as far as just securing the ball? He's the only guy that doesn't have a fumble between all the 3 that's back.
Yeah, he's done a good job of protecting it. Doing all the things you're coached to do. AJ turns his shoulder in that one right there, and he wouldn't put that one on the ground. The helmet hit the ball, and if his shoulders are square and he's going north and south, that's probably not going to happen. So, yeah, they know, they understand. I promise you. The last thing they want to do is put the ball on the ground. There's no excuses for them. It's very disappointing, and as coach talks about it, the ball is the program, and so there is a huge urgency with that.
Eddie, as you've seen him in a couple games now, what's the biggest difference for Landon now versus before the injury?
I think just how the reps that he's gotten over the last couple, this last year, and then I think that his strength. you can tell with his strength and his confidence.
Brad talks to us a lot about his defense having to earn the right to rush the passer. What do you have to do to kind of keep Florida from earning that right to get you in those situations where they can really pinpoint?
We have to be great on first down. I mean, if we're 2nd and 10, we're in bad shape. You know, now we got to recover, and if we can get to a 3rd and medium, then we got a chance. But if you go 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, you know, that's exactly where they want to be. That's when they're the best. And so we can't get in those situations. We've got to minimize them. We're going to get in some of them. I mean, there's going to happen. It happened last year. It happened the year before. Just can't have too many.
Sawyer
Eddie,
went
how
to
much-
Ahmad a few times in that half that we saw him. Is that a connection we can see a lot of? Does he have a lot of faith in him?
You know, that was the scheme. You know, he had a chance to take the press right there. It's actually one that, you know, what he didn't get off really well. You know, he got a PI, so that was great. But we had some other stuff on the other side that he could have gone to. So, you know, we're going to take the matchups that we can get, and depending on the play called, you know, whether that's Josh Ali or Ahmad, you like it when he's out there by himself, though.
Eddie, how much, you went through this before with Drew and Steven. How is this similar to that situation, and how is it different than that situation?
You know, I think we were a little bit further behind at that time in what we were doing. You know, we put a lot in this fall camp, and the good part about where Sawyer is right now, we don't have to change anything. I mean, the thing's open. I mean, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're not changing, and that's a huge benefit to us.
Where's Lynn at emotionally? It seems like he's taken these first 2 games really hard. Just mentally. Where is he at this week in preparation?
He's fantastic. He wants to be great, you know, and he put a couple balls on the ground, and you know that's disappointing to him. The kid wants to be great, and so he knows that it's just technique and fundamentals, and he's trying to get better at that. But his attitude's been fantastic.
How comfortable are you with Walker at this point? It seems like he's one of the guys out here working late almost every day.
Yeah, gotten a lot better, and he took all the second reps today and was really good. To be honest with you, he had one bad ball, but you know, with all that work that he's done after practice every night, he's always out there. So he's done a really good job for us.
All right, folks.